All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaRakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Addressing a comment that was left on the comment board of the Pittsburgh the GMS Pittsburgh count page, right? As you see, it is someone whose title is named Anointed Truth, right? If a Hebrew man has a child outside of Israel, if a Hebrew man has a child outside of Israel, you can forget about calling that child an Israelite. It's mamzers, right? Or meaning, I guess he meant to put it's a mamzer. The pedigree of the tribe of the father, is the child. But if the mother isn't an Israelite, he might as well have given up his birthright. What are you talking about? What are you even talking about? The pedigree of the tribe of the father is the child. You answered your own statement that you posted. The pedigree of the child is the father. The lineage is determined by the father. It doesn't change. So what is that stating? That the mother has nothing to do with the lineage. You get it? I mean, I don't know why you Israelites make this thing so hard. This is something very simple. Right? So, without further ado, let's edify, for the newer brothers and sisters who may not understand. Okay? Because sometimes a lot of understanding comes out by people, out speaking their foolish questions. Okay? Out of ignorance. Or just because they're trying to be smart and somewhat when they're not. So, let's go to the book of Numbers. This is a very basic topic. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18. Let's start at verse 17. And Moses and Aaron took these men which are expressed by their names, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. Okay, so the lineage was determined by who? The fathers. Okay, now you making this statement saying that if a Hebrew man has a child outside of Israel, you can forget about calling that child an Israelite. Well, how would that be so? Let's go in the scriptures and pull out a few examples of Israelite men, right, having children by heathen women, which happened quite often, and their child were who? Oh, Israelites. Okay, so let's go. Let's deal with Gershom, right? If you know anything now, I want to pose this question to you, right? Was Moses an Israelite? If in fact, if you say Moses was an Israelite, then his children will be what? His children will be Israelites. But Moses dealt with what? Moses dealt with a heathen woman. Okay? I believe she was a Midianite. So let's see. So this is the book of Exodus chapter 2 verse 21. It says, okay, so Yeah, to Exodus chapter 2, verse 21, it says, and Moses was content to dwell with the man, and he gave Moses Zipporah, his daughter, and she bare him a son, right? Remember, this is a heathen woman. And she bare him a son, and he called his name Gershom, for he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land. But the fact that is what? That Moses had a child by the heathen woman, and Gershom was an Israelite. Right? Let's go to... Gershom, here we go. The name of 4 Israelites. Okay? And the one that we're speaking of is specifically is who? Moses' son, whom he had with a heathen woman. So how about you explain this now? Okay? Explain what nation or what race Moses' son would be if he had a child, with this woman. Oh, by your explanation, Gershom is he's a mamzer. No. Okay, I'm gonna show you the difference between the two, which you clearly don't understand. She's another example. Let's go with King David. Talking about a man that sat on the throne, right? Was a mamzer. You out your mind. Let's just type in Beersheba. Let's lock it. This wasn't a planned lesson. It's just through the spirit. Just looking at my comment board. Boom. It's the book of 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 24. It says, and David comforted Beersheba his wife, and went in unto her and lay with her. And she bare a son, and he called his name Solomon, and Yahweh loved him. Type on Solomon. Right? So it says, goes into peaceful. We know it's David's successor because he ruled after his father, King David. But King Solomon, was what? An Israelite. We all know that King Solomon was an Israelite. And King Solomon slept, he had wives, okay, of Israelite women, and then he had concubines, of heathen women, And the children he bare were whom? Or what? What race of people? They were Israelites. After he was just as he was. Okay, so this thing is very simple. So, but in your case, you're saying that what? Gershom was a mamzer, right? Which he was a heathen. Is that what you're saying? King Solomon was a heathen. No, they were Israelites. So you got to get this understanding right, the right way, right? Now, last but not least, let's get where's it at? Hebrew woman. It's not that boom. Leviticus chapter 24, verse 11, it says, let's start at 10. And the son of an Israelitish woman, whose father was an Egyptian, went out among the children of Israel. And this son of the Israelitish woman and a man of Israel strove together in the camp. So, right? Remember, reading within the context, this Israelite woman had a son by an Egyptian man. which would make this child a what? A mamzer, a bastard. Okay? Because the seed doesn't come from the woman. The seed is placed in a woman by a man, and the man determines the lineage of that child. Okay? So it says, and the son of an Israelitish woman, whose father was an Egyptian, went out and among the children of Israel, and this son of the Israelitish woman and a man of Israel strove together in the camp. So, there was, guess, a tussling back and forth. Right? Let's see if I can say it together. Yeah, so having a quarrel, striving back and forth, could have been a fighting, something of that sort, It says, and the Israelitish woman's son blasphemed the name of the Lord and cursed, and they brought him unto Moses, and his mother's name was Shelomith, the daughter of the Bree of the tribe of Dan. So letting you know that this was an Israelite woman, okay, who had a child by an Egyptian. And they put him in a ward that the mind of the Lord might be showed them. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, bring forth him that have cursed without the camp, and let all that heard him lay their hands upon his head, and let all the congregation stone him. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, whosoever curseth his power shall bear his sin. Okay, so the point is, I'm showing you the example of what a true mamzer is. All right, it is an Israelite woman carrying seed of a heathen man. Okay, that child comes out to be a mamzer, not the other way around. You see, an Israelite woman, if she sleeps with a man of another nation, that child is going to be from the nation of the man that woman slept with. But if an Israelite man sleep with any woman of any other nation, right, or a man in general, if he sleep with any woman from any nation, that's what that child that he puts in that woman is going to be of what? Of his seed, of his lineage. Okay, so anointed truth, which you appear not to be, you are wrong. You're wrong. So you need to just sit back, pray to the Most High, get some understanding, and take notes. Shalom.